Okay, students, today we will talk about revaluation of assets and liability. See, revaluation of assets and liability takes place when there is new admission in the partnership, when there is a retirement in the partnership, when there is a death of any partner in the partnership, business, or when there is a change in profit sharing ratio. So today we will talk about how we have to evaluate the assets and liability. The topic is revaluation of assets and liability. Revaluation of assets and liability. How does it take place? Say there will be two conditions. Assets may rise up or fall down. Liability, same way. Liability may rise up or fall down. So we create an account that is known as revaluation account. As you know, revaluation account has two sides. This side known as debit side and this side known as credit side. Here, if there is a decrease in assets, we will write it in debit side, decreasing assets. And if assets increases, then we will write credit side. Increasing assets. If there is a decrease in liability, then we will write credit side. Decrease in liability. If there is an increase in liability, we will write debit side. You can learn in this way. If there is unrecorded assets we find in the business at the time of revaluation, we will write it here. The unforeseen life assets. Credit side and unforeseen liability debit side. Unforeseen liability debit side. If there is a credit of credit side is greater, then we will find profit and the revaluation to profit, and this profit will be distributed to old partners in their old ratio only. And if the debit side is higher or greater than credit side, we will find loss, and that will also be distributed to old partners. See students, we can understand this revaluation account in another way also. If we count it or we take it, the credit side as profit side. This is profit side. And we count debit side as loss side. This is loss side. Now what will happen? See here. If there is increase in assets, suppose that you have a land and the value of land is 1 lakh rupees when you purchase, suppose that 1 year back, and now the value of land has become 1,20,000. So 20,000 is the profit. That 20,000 it has been increased in assets. So we will write here increase in assets as profit side is credit. If there is decrease in assets, suppose that you have a car, you have bought a car for 8 lakh rupees. Now, at the time of revaluation, the value of car had decreased from 8 lakh to 7 lakh 50,000. Now, you are having a loss of 50,000. So, we are writing here decrease in assets. If the value of assets decrease, that will be loss for you. So, you will write this side, means debit side. For liability, if the liabilities, suppose that you have so many creditors. Suppose that you have creditors of 1 lakh rupees. Are you going to pay someone 1 lakh rupees? And now, when you are going to pay 1 lakh rupees, when you are going to revalidate that you have to give 1 lakh rupees to someone, the person says no, you have to give only 90,000. You have given me 10,000 earlier. What will happen? There is a decrease in liability. You were thinking that the liability of you have 1 lakh rupees to pay someone. Now the person is saying you have to pay only 90,000. So 10,000 is the profit for you. Means decrease in liability. Decrease in liability is profit. So what we have written here? Credit side of revaluation. If you have to pay someone, suppose that 1 lakh rupees, and now the person says no, you don't have to pay 1 lakh rupees. You have to pay 1 lakh and 5,000 rupees. You have to pay 1 lakh and 5,000 rupees. Now what will happen? You have written only 1 lakh rupees, but here you have to pay how much? 1 lakh and 5,000. Means 5,000 has increased the liability. Now you have to pay extra more 5,000, that is loss for you. So increase in liability will lie debit side. Another thing, suppose that you have, when you are going to reevaluate, you have missed some assets. You didn't have to write it before in your book of accounts. Now at the time of revaluation, you find that there is a new assets or there is a old assets you are having, but you have not counted it before, and now new assets has come. So what will happen? That will be profit for you, as there is new assets you are having or the old assets you are having, but you have not recorded it before. So that will be profit for you. So we have write it in credit side, profit side. Suppose that you have an unrecorded liability. That's mean when you are going to reevaluate, you found that some liability was missed at the time of writing. But now when you are going to reevaluate, you come to know that 5,000 more have to pay. What will happen now? That is loss for you. So we are writing it in the debit side of revaluation. So students, here we are taking an example from D.K. Goyal book, APC publication, question number 40. Here we will talk about only revaluation account, how we prepare revaluation account. Here in the question, if you see, A and B were partner, profit sharing ratio there is 3:1. They with C, and at the time of admission, they revaluated assets and liability. Here we will talk about only revaluation of assets and liability. The information which are given, we will consider only such information which are related with revaluation of assets and liability. The first is here, I am having here the question with me. You can see second point of the question. The land and building is appreciated by 15%. The land and building is appreciated by 15%. In the balance sheet we can see the value of land and building is 3,30,000. 3,33,000 का 15%. Because land and building is increasing, so what will write? Land and building 30,000. 15% 30,000 is 49,500. Another in the same line, second information. It is given that the stock and machinery and fixture to be reduced by 7% and 5%. Stock will reduce by 7% and machinery will reduce by 5%. Reduce. They are reducing the value. Means that is loss to you. So we will write it in debit side of revaluation. Stock, you can see in the balance sheet the stock value is 80,000. 1,80,000. To stock, and the value of stock is reducing. 1,80,000 plus 7%, 12,600. We are writing here. And the value of machine is given in the book is 2 lakh. You can see in the balance sheet asset side 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh, 5% of 2 lakh is 10,000. Machinery 10,000 is reducing. The value of machine is reducing 10,000 rupees. Another thing, go on. See that provision for doubtful debts is made 5%. Provision for doubtful debts is 5%, and the book debts we have of 2 lakh. 5% of 2 lakh is 10,000. We will write here book debts. Book debts of 10,000 rupees. another information we are going to read, that is that 15,000 to be provided for unforeseen liability. Unforeseen liability is 15,000, that is loss for you. So we will write it in debit side. But unforeseen liability. Unforeseen liability. How much? 15,000. Another information that is given, that C is to given 1/5 share in profit between A and B. The profit share remaining same, that is not belong with any assets and liability, so we will not count it here. That 11,000 is to be received as commission, hence they are accounting for. We have to receive 11,000 rupees as commission, but it is not accounted for, means that is unrecorded assets for us. We will write here unrecorded assets because that is profit for us, so we will write in which side? Credit side of valuation. How much? 11,000. Now we are going to compare, but whether the credit side is greater or debit side. So I think here credit side is greater, so we will just add it. It becomes 60,500. Here we will add it. It becomes 40,000 and 47,600. There is a difference of 12,900, that is profit. Means credit side is greater than debit side. 12,900, that is the profit. And this profit will be distributed and the old partners in their old ratio, which is 3:1. For A, 12,900 into 3/4. And for B, 12,900 into 1/4. That becomes 9,675, I think. 3,225. We will write here 9,675, 3,225. So students, you can see from this example, we have counted only assets and liability for the revaluation. When the stock had decreased, we write it down it debit side. Machinery decreased, we write it down debit side. Book debts, reduce the debtors. Provision, reduce the debtors, they are written in debit side. There was an unforeseen liability for 15,000, we have written in debit side. There is a land lending has been increased by 15%, we write it in credit side. Only that value which has been increased or decreased, we will write in the revaluation, not rule the value. And there are unrecorded assets for 11,000, we have recorded it in credit side. Then we compared it, whether credit side is greater or debit side. We found credit side is greater because it has a total of 60,500 and we found a total of debit side. This is the total of debit side. It becomes 47,600. And we have credit side 60,500. We have just subtract from them and we find 12,900 is greater than debit side. Credit side greater than debit side. So we put the profit 12,900, which is divided between A and B, who are the old partner in their old profit share ratio 3:1.